The rich young master would secretly enter the nanny's room every night. Seeing that the nanny was asleep, he tried to kiss her, but the woman would open her eyes. She tried to leave, but the man immediately pulled her into his embrace. The woman had no choice but to remind him that there was a 10-year age gap between them. However, the man didn't care. In fact, he wanted to hear her tell him bedtime stories. 6 years ago, the woman, who had just divorced her ex-husband, became a nanny for a wealthy family. Her ex-husband, in an attempt to ruin her job, had produced a bunch of fake photos claiming she was a scam artist. The wealthy man didn't believe his words and had his bodyguards throw him out. Feeling guilty, the woman wanted to quit, but the wealthy man kindly took her in. When the woman first met the wealthy man's son, the boy didn't like her at all. He asked her why someone so young would become a nanny. Only after hearing the woman say she had nowhere else to go did the boy's attitude soften a little. However, he still wasn't willing to get close to her. The wealthy man told the woman that his wife had passed away when the boy was 3. Although the boy had always been well-behaved and sensible, the man knew the boy lacked a mother's love. He hoped the woman could take good care of his son. After that day, the woman's life had been relatively peaceful, and the boy started gradually accepting her. But a car accident shattered their peaceful life. The wealthy man had died while trying to save the woman, and she had lost her child in that same accident. The woman fell into a deep depression, and just when she was about to harm herself, the boy opened the door to her room. He pretended not to understand her intentions and asked her to make him breakfast. After making breakfast, the woman felt the boy was heartless because, after the wealthy man's death, he hadn't shed a single tear. The boy didn't explain. He simply said that since the woman's employer had passed away, she didn't need to stay there anymore. So, the woman packed her things and prepared to leave, but she had forgotten a bag and had to return to find it. That's when she found the boy sitting on the floor. Seeing the sleeping pills next to him, the woman realized that his indifference had all been an act. He was more devastated by the death of the wealthy man than anyone else. The woman walked over and hugged him. From that moment on, the two became each other's most precious person. Perhaps out of guilt for the wealthy man, the woman had always wanted to help the boy overcome his emotional scars. She recorded every milestone of his growth and carefully prepared birthday surprises for him. The boy, in turn, took care of her emotions. When the woman had nightmares, he would always show up and ask her to tell him bedtime stories. 6 years later, the boy, under the woman's care, entered college. One day, he told the woman that a female classmate was coming over to visit. The woman was very pleased. She thought the boy was about to fall in love. Even though the boy said they were just ordinary friends, she only thought he was shy. Seeing that the boy's life had finally become stable, the woman felt it was time for her to leave. In fact, the woman's depression had never fully healed over the years. She had planned to leave once the boy had completely grown up. She finished typing a suicide note on the computer and then fell into a deep sleep. Coincidentally, the boy came to her room looking for her. He immediately saw the farewell letter.